Steve Stocker has been very much a part of this, so Steve is going to begin this process, and I've got a proclamation, and then Steve has some more to say, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. Passion, perseverance, dedication, and excellence. These are all qualities that we strive for in our individual lives. Tonight you're going to hear that these attributes have actually been in play for one of our student athletes, and I'm so proud to have a proclamation for Mr. Alex Oakley. So Alex, if you would come forward please, along with your parents, John and Lori, and coaches, Coach Brian Kaminski of the Sun Prairie runner-up football champions, and Coach Jack Marchese. Please come forward, Your Honor.
All right. So I'll do the proclamation, and then you'll hear some more from Steve. So let me begin with this, Alex. So it says, whereas Alex Oakley has played football for the Sun Prairie Cardinals since 9th grade as a kicker-punter, was a 3-year varsity starter, and participated in the remarkable 2017 Eagles football season, finishing with a record of 9-0 in the Big 8 and tying a school record of 13 wins in a season, leading the Cardinals to a WIA state title game on November 17, 2017 against the nationally recognized Kimberly. And whereas as a 3-time Big 8 Conference Kicker of the Year, Alex was also the recipient of the prestigious 2017 Kevin Stemke Award presented by the Wisconsin Sports Network to the most outstanding senior kicker in the state of Wisconsin. And whereas Alex has demonstrated his athletic ability in the 2017 season by making 51 of 52 extra points, 7 of 10 field goals, and recorded 60% of his kickoffs as touchbacks. And over the course of 3 years, he punted 3,172 yards, made 124 out of 132 extra points, and made 14 of 20 field goals. And whereas Alex received several awards throughout his 3 years playing football for the Sun Prairie Cardinals, including a first-team all-conference recognition and Kicker of the Year in 2015, first-team all-conference kicker, second-team all-conference punter, and was Kicker of the Year in 2016. And whereas Alex finished his final senior season as the 2017 Kicker of the Year, first-team all-conference kicker for the Big 8, 2017 first-team all-region and all-area selection, and the first-team all-state kicker for the Conference Football Coaches Association and Associated Press. Now, therefore, I, Paul Esser, by virtue of the authority vested in me and Mayor, on behalf of the City of Sun Prairie, do hereby congratulate Alex for his outstanding performance as kicker-punter for the Sun Prairie Cardinals, for being selected as the Kevin Stemke Senior Award winner, and for being recognized as the best kicker in the state of Wisconsin. Congratulations, Alex. And then we'll let Steve take over.
No, I would just like to say, I believe Alex wants to say a few words, and afterwards I will have something to say from one of his coaches. I would also invite anybody else, whether it's Coach Kaminski or Coach Marchese, if you want to say something, please do.
Yeah, Your Honor. Thanks for acknowledging my accomplishments as a kicker and punter for the Sun Prairie Cardinals. I would like to share my story with you about how I ended up being a kicker and punter for the high school. What a lot of people don't know is that I never played soccer. I played basketball until middle school, when I spent a lot of time playing baseball, which I have played since I was 4 years old, and have played for high school since 9th grade. Through the years, I begged my parents to try to play football, but because I had a few concussions when I was really young, They and my doctors didn't think it was a good idea to play a sport that was a high risk for head injuries, so they wouldn't let me play. I still had a strong desire to play though. So I figured out that maybe if I asked my parents to be a kicker, which is the safest position on the field, they would reconsider. It worked. They had no problem with it, but wondered how I would learn to kick since I had never played soccer and didn't own a pair of cleats. After that, I knew I was going to have a lot of work to do. I watched a lot of hours of YouTube videos. I practiced a lot at the Prairie Athletic Club, and I worked with the prior kickers before me at Sheffield. I also attended the 20-year kicking camp and worked with Sun Prairie's kicking coach, Kaminski. He spent a lot of time with me and was very patient, teaching me everything I needed to know about doing all the special teams kicking. I remember being super nervous my first varsity game as a sophomore, which was away against Madison the Fall, and was a game I made my first varsity field goal in. My heart was beating out of my chest, but because of all my coaches and teammates who were cheering me on, I was able to handle everything. Coach Kaminski said, "Alex, pretend like we're kicking at practice," and that's what I did. Here we are, my senior year. I can't believe how fast time has gone. I was so excited about my last season with the Cardinals, but 1 week before school started, I broke my wrist in a riding lawnmower accident. I was still able to kick, however, with a padded cast, but was unable to punt because I couldn't catch the football. If that wasn't enough, the following week I injured my quad muscle, which set me back even more because I couldn't kick at all. I missed some games and had to train my way back slowly to kick again. While I was injured, I was able to support my backups, Owen Kaminski and Connor Stranahan, who did a great job filling in for me and will follow in my footsteps next year. At the end of the season, when our team was doing really good and we were undefeated, I was so excited but super nervous because I had not been doing all the kicking for so long. It all turned out okay though. The trainer, Ben Becker, helped me get back to the field, and my coaches had a lot of confidence in me that I would be alright. When the awards were coming out at the end of the season, I honestly didn't know what to expect because of missing games this year. So when I started seeing my name in the paper for all these awards, I couldn't believe it, especially when I got the Kaminski Award, which I dreamed of getting since I was a freshman in high school. At the highest honor you can receive as a kicker in the state of Wisconsin. It just proves that if you work hard and believe in yourself, you can do anything you put your mind to. And that's what I did this season. Even with injuries, which I didn't allow to set me back. Thanks again for recognizing me today. It really means a lot. Mom and Dad, thanks for letting me play football. I couldn't have done any of this without all my coaches and teammates supporting me, and especially without Coach Kaminski, who was always cheering for me and high-fiving me on the sidelines. I appreciate all the support I have had in the community through the years, and I look forward to returning next year, but as a family stands.
And Alex, you mentioned your coach, Kevin Kaminski, who unfortunately can't be here tonight. He's at offsite police training. As many of you know, Lieutenant Kaminski serves our city in that role. But he did want to send a few words to you, and his words were, "I had the pleasure of coaching Alex these past 3 years. When I first coached Alex back when he was a sophomore, he was very green as a kicker-punter. The first training camp together in the middle of July of 2015, I had Alex work on some technique changes, but I made it clear to him that it was upon him to put in the extra effort that we worked on during the camp until when the season officially started in August, if he wanted to be a successful kicker and punter for our varsity team. When we came back for August football practices, the improvement that Alex exhibited was fantastic. I told our head coach, Brian Kaminski, that we would be indeed okay in our kicking and punting game because of all the extra effort that Alex put in. And that extra effort paid off, as he was named first team All-Big 8 Conference kicker that season and hasn't looked back since, culminating in being named the best kicker in the state this past season. I've had the honor of coaching some pretty successful and talented kickers and punters during my past 8 years as far as kicking and punting coach for the Sun Prairie High School football team. But I've never had anyone work as hard as Alex and wanting to continue to improve each and every day. And that is a great testament to Alex's work ethic and abilities. Alex is also a great teammate and just great all-around young man. I will truly miss coaching Alex, but as he knows, he will be better, not for being a stranger. He knows how to get a hold of me. And I look forward to following his success in the future. Job well done, Alex. Coach, Kevin Contact. So, do Brian or Jack, do you want to say a couple words? Thank you.
Real quick, my name is Brian Kaminski. I'm the head football coach here at Sun Prairie, and I think a bunch of these things have been hit on the head tonight. And first, I want to thank you guys for having us out here tonight, and congratulations to Alex. But I think sports are a great learning environment, and football is the ultimate team game. And I know it's been touched upon. He played a lot of football when he was younger. As a matter of fact, we had a senior kicker when he was a freshman, and when we went to the playoffs, we brought Alex up to see how good he could kick. And I looked at Coach Connerbeck and I said, I don't think he's got a chance, to be honest with you. He was very raw, he wasn't sure of himself, and even when he came back his sophomore year, started off the year, we opened up and had a big kicking competition to anybody that wanted to try, because we weren't sure what we had at that level. And to his credit, Alex went back and said, I got this, coach, I'm going to work hard. And that's a lesson that we can all learn and always remember, that if you're willing to put your mind and your body and willing to work your tail off at something, it can be done. He went from that young man who we didn't think would ever kick for us to being the best kicker in the state of Wisconsin. And that's a credit to him and to Coach Connerbeck and Coach Marchese for working with him. As well as football teaches you to be humble. I think that's something you got to always remember. He was off to a kind of a crazy start with his arm and everything else, and then unfortunately got hurt. And there's two ways he could have handled that. He could have just walked around, not come to practice, and didn't care. But that wasn't the attitude he took upon himself. He wanted to make the other kickers, we brought up a freshman kicker, we had a junior as well, do some punting, but he was out there every day working with those young men. And I think that's what football teaches you. It's a team game. Without his attitude as helping those other young men, we wouldn't have had the season that we were able to accomplish this year with getting the state championship game. Unfortunately, falling a little bit short on that one, but it just shows you the type of person he is on and off the field, and that's really the reason why we were successful, because of people with attitudes like Alex that just want our football team to be as good as we can. So again, Alex, congratulations, and thank you very much.
Did you want Jack? Jack?
Oh, no.
Okay, all right.
Coach is all attending for me.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jack.